Atlantic University tonight. Kelly?
Shannon, it did all begin around 11:30 today with the wheels of Air Force One touching down at Palm Beach International. The president then greeting some local members of Congress and local dignitaries. From there, the presidential motorcade with its rolling, closing roadblocks all the way south down I-95, or excuse me, north up 95 to Palm Beach Gardens for the first of 3 private fundraisers. After that private fundraiser earlier this afternoon, the president turned around in the motorcade. Back south they went to here, Boca Raton and FAU's Arena. The speech that was eagerly anticipated by the 4,500 or so people that waited in a long line that snaked around to Glades Road. They waited at least for an hour and a half and had won their ticket into the speech with an online lottery. So a lot of excitement prior to the president's arrival. Some protesters, as you mentioned, as well. We're going to be covering every angle tonight. We're going to begin, though, with News Channel 5's Alex Sands. He was inside the arena behind me for today's speech by President Barack Obama. Alex?
As you saw, Kelly, quite the crowd inside this afternoon. More than 3,000 people here, as you said. Many of them at attention, standing up, roaring when the president walked in earlier today. And so, as we saw for quite this afternoon for a time today, the conversation was about the economy, how much all of us, he says, should pay in taxes. At the core of the president's address, fairness and this, what he says is a make-or-break moment for the middle class.
I want folks to get rich in this country. I think it's wonderful when people are successful. That's part of the American dream.
There was talk of health care, education, but the focus was the Buffett rule. For too long, the president says, the nation's wealthiest have paid fewer taxes. It's a two-part principle. No one making over $1 million should pay less in taxes in the middle class. That no millionaire pay less than 30% of their income in taxes.
America has always been a place where anybody who's willing to work and play by the rules can make it. A place where prosperity doesn't trickle down from the top. It grows from the bottom. It grows outward from the heart of a vibrant middle class.
According to some estimates, a 30% income tax on the nation's highest earners generate an average of $5 billion in government revenue every year. Hardly a dent in the national debt. Still, the president tied the savings to the crowd.
This could pay for a tax credit that would make a year of college more affordable for students like you, plus a year's worth of financial aid for students like you, plus a year's worth of prescription drug savings for one of your grandparents, plus a new computer lab for this school.
This was, as you know, Kelly, as much a campaign speech as it was a policy address this afternoon. Of course, the big picture changing today with Rick Santorum dropping out of the race. Much of what we saw inside now directed at Mitt Romney, drawing that fine line between the president and the presumptive GOP nominee.
Alex Sands, thank you very much for your live report. Now, there was a lot